Why would a loving God completely destroy an entire city? Genesis 19 forces us to wrestle with that uncomfortable question. In this chapter, God's judgment falls on Sodom and Gomorrah, yet mercy is powerfully shown through Lot's rescue. The story is heavy, unsettling, and impossible to ignore, but reveals something essential about God's character. His justice is real, and His mercy is just as real. If you ever struggle to understand how judgment and compassion can exist together, Genesis 19 speaks directly to that tension. Let's walk through this chapter carefully and uncover what it teaches us about sin, mercy, and God's patience with humanity. Welcome back to our verse-by-verse study through Genesis. Today we're in Genesis 19, a sobering chapter on the judgment of Sodom. This chapter reveals God's holiness, the depth of human depravity, and His mercy in rescuing Lot. While this passage is heavy, it is essential to understanding God's justice and grace. Genesis 19:1-3, Lot welcomes the angels. Now the two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. Lot, now a city leader, has become entangled in Sodom society, yet he shows hospitality, urging the angels to stay at his house. Then he made them a feast, and they ate. Like Abraham in Genesis 18, Lot extends hospitality, but in a city marked by sin. Genesis 19 verses 4-11, the wickedness of Sodom. The men of the city surrounded the house and called to Lot, "Bring them out to us that we may know them." This is not mere inhospitality. It's attempted gang rape. The term "know" is clearly sexual reference. Genesis 4 verse 1. Vadi Baucham notes, Sodom's sin was not just sexual immorality, but unrepentant rebellion against God. So Lot went out and said, "Please, my brethren, do not do so wickedly." Lot tries to reason, even offering his daughters, a tragic sign of compromised judgment. The angels struck the men with blindness. God's judgment begins, but His mercy is still present. Genesis 19 verses 12-17, urgency to escape. Have you anyone else here? The angels warn Lot to gather his family, but Wade tells his sons-in-law, he seemed to be joking. They had no fear of God. Arise, lest you be consumed. Even then, Lot lingers, so the angels take him, his wife, and daughters by the hand. This is pure mercy. Genesis 19 verses 18-26, deliverance and destruction. Escape for your life. Do not look behind you, nor stay anywhere in the plain. Lot begs to go to Zoar, and God grants it. Then the Lord rained brimstone and fire on Sodom and Gomorrah. Judgment is swift, final, and complete. John MacArthur notes, this is not just about Sodom. It's a warning for all who reject God's truth, cf 2 Peter 2 verse 6. But his wife looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. Her heart remained in Sodom. Jesus referenced this moment in Luke 17 verse 32. Remember Lot's wife. Genesis 19 verses 27-29. Abraham sees a judgment, and he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah, and he saw the smoke of the land. God honored Abraham's intercession by rescuing Lot. Even in wrath, God remembers mercy. Genesis 19 verses 30-38. Sin follows Lot's family. His two daughters made their father drink wine and lay with him. This disturbing act leads to the birth of Moab and Ammon, nations that would oppose Israel. Lot's legacy is tragic. Vadi Baucham warns, compromising leaders often leave compromised legacies. Theological takeaways. God is just and will judge sin. His holiness demands it. Mercy is extended even in judgment. Lot was rescued because of grace, not merit. Compromise has consequences. Lot's position in Sodom cost him dearly. We must flee sin, not linger. Half-hearted obedience leads to loss. Conclusion and application. Genesis 19 calls us to flee from sin's corruption, trust in God's mercy, intercede for the lost. Remember that judgment is real, but so is salvation. Ask yourself, am I lingering in places God has called me to flee? Have I made peace with sin like Lot did in Sodom? Am I warning others of God's coming judgment with urgency and truth? Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more verse-by-verse Bible teaching. Family, thank you for walking through Genesis 19 with me today. This chapter isn't easy, but it's honest. And if something stood out to you or spoke to your heart, share in the comments so we can learn from one another. My prayer is that God helps us respond quickly when He calls. Trust Him even when His ways are hard to understand, and walk in obedience no matter the cost. If this study blessed you, consider liking and subscribing so we can continue growing together. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless.